Hello, good morning, friend. This is Aniket Pal, and today we will discuss as gradually the Hindu editorial news. This editorial for me and my reading accuracy checking, not for like, subscribe, and another. Let's start the article. Reforming WHO. In the third year of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi once again brought up the much discussed issue of the reforming the World Health Organization. While addressing the lead of the lead of the country at the second global COVID-19 summit, that therefore are the argument needed to strengthen the global health body and its the ability to respond to novel and the known disease outbreak in the order to limit the harm caused to the global community is is beyond the debate. The long delay and the reluctance of the China or the readily, readily and the quick share better information regarding the novel, novel, novel coronavirus, including the burial outbreak in the Havan and it's the stubborn refusal to allow the global agency to investment referee and the fairly the origin of the virus have highlighted the need of the stringent WHO, but any attempt to build a strong WHO must begin with the increasing the mandatory funding by the member states. For several years, the mandatory candidate has accountants for the less than the fourth of the total budget, thus the reducing the level of the predictability in WHO's response. The bulk of the funding at the draw, through through voluntary contribution. Important. It is the time of the approved the agency with more power to demand that the member states comply with the normal and to the cloud causes global harm under the legal binding international health regulation. Member state are the expert to have the police core capacities to identify, report, and the response to the public health emergency. Iro- Ironically, member states do not face the penalties for non-compliance. This has to change for any many many meaningful protection from future discuss outbreak. While Mr. Modi has right in calling for the reform in WHO, demand for a revive of the health agencies process on the vaccination approval is far removed from the reality. Covaxin is not the first vaccination from India to be approved by the WHO, and the manufacture of the vaccination has in the past successfully trade tra- travel tra- travel travels the approval process without the guilt 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 guilt. The demand for the revive of the vaccine approval process is based on the assumption that the emergency used listing for the vaccination was intentionally delayed health by the health agency, which has not based that the ethical and technical advisor group and the regularly ask for the addition date from the compliant only under the incompleteness of the date and date data is data presentation by the company. As a senior WHO officially said, the timeline for the granting the UW for a vaccination depends 99% manufacturers, the speed of the completeness of the data to believe that the agency was influenced more by the media report. Sorry, India regularly approved the vaccination, even the uh, absence of the efficiency data. Also the rolling submission began in the July 2021 after the compliance had completed the final analysis of the phase 3 data. Any reform in WHO should not delay to vaccination approval process. Alert in the place. Thank you. This is a Hindu editorial.